you're all having a wonderful day. I'm Indecisive Brian, and today I'm bringing you a video about Elden Ring. Let me just make a blanket statement here real quick. Elden Ring is, it's literally open world Dark Souls. I've got about 20-ish, a little over 20 hours clocked in, and it's time I give my first impressions. Now, I don't want this video to go on forever, so I'll do my best to keep this short. How about we begin with character creation? Let's talk about that real quick. It's complex in some ways and lacking in others. The character models look great, there's definitely more detail there, but I may be nitpicking here. I wanted more hairstyles, more body types, much more of both of those things. Well, unfortunately, I don't have that option. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. I had a blast designing my character regardless, and they've improved the facial features quite a bit from previous games. If you're out to make your character look like some mutated creature straight out of a horror film, well, you're in luck. We've been blessed with all the slider options we could ask for, so go crazy making the most disproportionate face you can possibly imagine. All in all, character creation is good. Now, how does the game play? Well, it's the same roll dodging, parrying, and dying, which is definitely a plus, don't get me wrong, you'd be used to if you played other FromSoft games, along with the wonderful addition of jumping, guard countering, fun new summons, as well as crafting. Crafting is a much welcome addition. No longer do we have to make trips to merchants to restock supplies. We can just craft them on the go. Let me just say this, I love Torrent, which is the name of the spirit steed we were given pretty early on. He's absolutely awesome. And this is coming from someone very skeptical about how mounted combat would work or feel in a game like this. Let me just say, it works great, and it feels even better. There's just something about charging into a swarm of enemies and slicing your sword through the crowd as you dash past, then turning around and watching the bodies fall as you prepare for another attack. I'm only a little over 20 hours in, and I'm currently exploring the castle with one of my characters, while the other is out leveling up because Margit can be a real pain in my rear. I'd just like to point out how disappointing it is we can't swim. I was hoping that would be an option, seeing as this game is open world. I know that would take quite a bit more development time, but come on, such a missed opportunity. Now, when it comes to the inventory and UI, this won't be anything you aren't used to if you've played other FromSoft games. It's incredibly similar to Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Demon Souls. I'm assuming FromSoft is rolling with the saying, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, which I can get behind. I don't mind the system they have in place, I just would have liked to see some improvement on what they had built already. Maybe even some innovation in regards to the inventory management. With that being said, I still do enjoy how the inventory works, as well as the looks of the simplistic UI. I'm having a lot of fun playing Elden Ring. The gameplay, along with how everything feels when you're out exploring or in combat, just feels natural. Now, how does the game look? Well, it's gloriously dark and beautiful at the same time. From red-skied wastelands to lush green forests and frighteningly dark caverns, each location I've visited has been wonderfully designed, from the lighting all the way to the atmosphere. I could cut down multiple enemies and still be focused on how beautiful the backdrop behind me was. It's a perfect mix of bright colors as well as dark grays and greens. The only thing I wish they would add is a photo mode. It would do this game so much justice. I know plenty of virtual photographers who would love that addition. Photo mode or not, this game looks fantastic. Last but not least, the sound. They did great here as well. What I've experienced so far has been wonderful. Trotting through fields on Torrent, making your way through a pitch black cave, or even sloshing through water all have their own unique sounds. You can't forget the music, which, no surprise here, is awesome. We have another epic title screen score, as well as beautiful music that plays in the background as you're exploring, or even the hard-hitting scores when you enter a boss fight.
Someone must extinguish thy flame. Let it be Margit the Fell.
So from the music to the gameplay and graphics, as well as the level design and just how easy it is to get immersed in Elden Ring, I just can't help but highly recommend this game that I've sunk over 20 hours into. I've enjoyed every bit of it so far, even when I'm repeatedly dying to a certain boss. Margit. When I get stuck somewhere, I have the option to just go somewhere else to level or upgrade my gear so I can come back even stronger. It's so much fun to play, and if you have the money, I highly recommend picking it up and giving it a try. So if any of this sounds interesting to you, get up and go pick up a copy. What are you doing? And if you happen to have it already, what are your thoughts? I'd love to hear them down in the comments. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see all of you in the lands between.